Hello there, friends. Welcome to this very special full moon in Capricorn, all signs reading. I'm glad you guys are here. This is for tomorrow, June the 24th. There is a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. So I thought it'd be really helpful and useful to do a reading for all signs, starting with Cancer, since we are in Cancer season, and just see what kind of information may be brought to light during this full moon. What is it that we need to know? What should we be aware of? What is Spirit trying to uncover or show us, guys? So I hope you stick around and tune in to see what those messages are. I look forward to bringing them to you. Hang tight. All right, guys, so let's find out what our next big moves are, what it is we should surrender or surrender to during this full moon in Capricorn. So we're starting with the sign of Cancer, since we are in Cancer season. Welcome, friends. I am still out of town. I thought I was going to be leaving today, but no. I literally took some allergy medicine that sent me and it was too strong. Apparently my system is really sensitive, and I took an Allegra D, and you would think I took fentanyl or something. But anyway, my eye looks a little funny. It was really bad this morning. Now it's starting to look a little bit normal. But without any further ado, let me get you some guidance, starting with the sign of Cancer. Let's see what you should surrender or surrender to during this full moon in Capricorn. Answers for my Cancer friends for June the 24th. All right, guys, you have surrender comparisons with other people, Cancer. It says keep your eyes trained on yourself, or basically keep your eyes on your own paper, okay? Don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on your strengths, your attractiveness, and your power. Also, surrender your fear of intimacy also came up. And let's get you an angel answer. So this deck is good if you have a particular question in mind, Cancer friends. Let's see what answers the angels have for you guys. You guys got ask for help from others. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, you have to also be assertive. Okay. All right, Cancer. So we're just going to do a 3-card past, present, future spread. What it is maybe you all should focus on going into the next 30 days, right? From full moon to full moon. Full moons are great for releasing things. They're also great for bringing up emotions and things like that, especially with our water signs. So let's see what's going on with Cancer. Past, present, future, recent past, or let's do present overall energy. All right, guys, you have here the High Priestess. So this is having a really high sense of intuition, Cancer. I feel like having a full knowing and understanding. Your intuition seems really on point right now. And the Prince of Pentacles is here. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. You guys could be dealing with a person that is that sign. But it could be just you knowing what you want to do in terms of money or finances. It could be a new venture. But you could be working, 2 jobs, or just extended, but working really hard. Let's look at your recent past for Cancer. Maybe there is an earth sign that you guys should ask for advice from. Recent past for Cancer. I feel like too this could be a person that I'm looking at the yin and the yang symbol in her, like her crown chakra, and I feel, or third eye chakra, and I feel like this could be a person that's in your life that is kind of practical and not very emotional, but very practical. Could be very pragmatic, someone who likes to budget money. The only thing about them is they may not be readily, they may not like change like that. You know what I'm saying? The King of Pentacles is here. Um, Again, more earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And let's get your near future. It could be somebody who balances you out, you know. Or, well, that's too many. And near future for Cancer. All right, guys, you have here the Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. Ooh. So, Cancer, this really looks like something is a waste of time. Wow. Somebody, I mean, this is definitely somebody losing money. It could be a shady business venture or something like that. Someone could walk away from something because um, it's not lucrative, or it is not prosperous. Like something is a complete, someone has wasted money and wasted time is what I get immediately. The Seven of Swords can be somebody who is very cavalier. It can be also a failed business attempt at something, Cancer. So that could also be a thing. It's very clear something does not go right, though. But your guidance is to, be assertive. Don't compare yourself to others. You may need to ask for help from somebody. Could be an earth sign in your life that is very good with money or good with investments. You may need to be very discerning, especially if you're thinking about investing time or energy into something or someone. Okay, so just be mindful of that. But it looks like something ends up being a complete waste of time, or you could lose money in an investment. So be aware of that. With respect to love, though, it says surrender your fear of intimacy, Cancer. It says you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So, this could be a thing where, you know, a relationship. I do see a Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, which is conflict, right? There could be some kind of issue that comes to surface between you and someone that is close to you as well. And it could be about financial resources, money, stability, and things like that. Hmm. Interesting, Cancer. All right. It looks like there is a need to ask for help. And if you are getting help from someone, I would just recommend that you check their credentials and make sure that they are credible. Whatever they're saying to you, just don't invest more than you can stand to lose, would be my advice in this situation. All right. Moving on to the sign of Leo. All right, Leo, let's get you some answers for this full moon in Capricorn happening June the 24th. Answers for Leo, please. Answers for Leo for June 24th, full moon in Capricorn. Sorry guys, I am outside and I am armed with this wasp spray because I am still out in the country, as you could tell by the train going by. All right, Leo, so your first advice card is to be assertive. Cancer got this too. You could be a Cancer Leo cusper, but it is to be assertive and don't stop something. Okay, I think this came up in the daily tea yesterday, was to be assertive. Also, let's get you a card of what to surrender during this full moon in Capricorn, or what you should surrender to. All right, guys, and you have surrender stubbornness, Leo. It says, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. And you also have at the bottom of the deck to surrender resentments, Leo. And it says, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. All right, there you go. All right, Leo, so we're going to get your overall energy. Past, present, and near future. Overall energy for Leo is the Knight of Coins. Now that is a very slow moving, it could be a slow moving Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, and you have the Ace of Cups here as well. I feel like as far as love, things could be moving slow, or you're dealing with somebody who's slow moving. They're cautious, they care, it's quality. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. Very guarded. You know, I always laugh when I see the Knight of Pentacles because they're really, really armored up, but they go so slow. It's almost like, why do you need that much armor if you're going that slow, right? So someone is just very guarded. But I feel like there's new love. It's just happening. It looks like it could be happening slowly. Let's take a look at the recent past. Or you could be moving slowly. The guidance is to be assertive and to keep going. Like, slow and steady wins this race, Leo. It looks like recent past is, so you have the full moon here with the Wheel of Fortune, two major arcana, Leo, which is about things going your way. Maybe in the last full moon cycle there was an offer being generated. It feels like the universe may have been doing some things behind the scenes on your behalf. So things, you could have gotten an offer from someone. Hi, Corey. You could have got an offer for somebody. It could have been a secret admirer, but something was started and put in motion. But it looks like it was just moving really slow. And let's take a look at the near future, Leo. All right, guys, you also have the Two of Swords. So this is overthinking something, Leo. I feel like you guys could be overthinking something business related. The Queen of Pentacles is here, which is, again, more of that earthy energy. Of course, there's a full moon in Capricorn, so I shouldn't be surprised at all to see a lot of Pentacles come up. You could be indecisive on a business venture as well, or overthinking something. But the Queen of Coins is nurturing. She's polished. You know what I mean? It's like fine tuning something that's already established. You might be a little defensive, or yeah, Leo, you could be a little defensive to something, which I feel like is why you have surrender, resentments, and stubbornness. I feel like somebody could be just in limbo with you because they just don't know. You may want to move faster. Here's the Knight of Wands. That's your energy. So I feel like you may want to move faster than someone else. Um, you are being asked to be less rigid and to um, and let go of resentments, let go of things that don't serve you. Um, it doesn't do anything for you to keep forward, keep moving forward. I think it's positive. I do feel like somebody is maybe a little bit analytical and overthink stuff. I can't see that. So in this full moon energy, I just feel like you guys need to let go. If you're being stubborn about something or taking a stand on something, it's like pick your battles is what I would call this reading for you guys. I do feel like things are coming to you. It just may not be as fast as you want it to, um, but it's still coming to you. You know what I'm saying? The retrograde is over. That should start to make things really start to pick up. So don't try not to worry about it. You know what I mean? Do the work on your part. Let go of resentment and surrender to receiving support and love. So I feel like, yeah, surrender defensiveness too came up, Leo. So I feel like, allow the wherever the love and support comes in, receive it with gratitude, because you definitely have something or someone supportive or loving around you. So receive the love. Don't I would also say don't try to push people to move faster than they're ready for. Like that's a recipe for disaster. Just sort of accept that people are where they are, but it's coming to you, which is great news, right? All right, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna move on to the sign of Virgo. And hello, Virgo friends. This is your full moon in Capricorn reading here on my channel, Healing Theology. Your first advice card is meditation brings answers. This is a really good time during the full moon, guys, to write down what it is you'd like to release and what it is you'd like to manifest. So I feel like spending some time really understanding what it is you want to bring about is great. And it looks like something happens within the next few months. So whatever you have questions about, or if it was a timing issue, it could be happening within the next few months. Okay. All right, let's get you a Power of Surrender card. Virgo, maybe this will give you some insight on what it is you should surrender or surrender to during this full moon in Capricorn energy. All right, so you have here surrender to rest and sleep, Virgo. That's what I needed. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So that is really nice. That goes nicely with that meditation card. So you may really need to just rest your mind, rest your body, rest your spirit. It's okay to take a break. Virgo, you guys are hard workers, meticulous, pay lots of attention to detail. You also have here at the bottom of the deck, surrender your fear of change. And it says the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So it's more of it's definitely a surrendering, Virgo. I feel like for you guys, like you could, it's sort of like you won't be able to control this. Spirit really wants you to surrender your belief in scarcity. Like some people could really work hard or be perfectionists because they have a need to control things, or they don't believe they'll be supplied for. So there's like this faith in God or faith in spirit or the universe to supply you with whatever you need. Like it is okay to rest. It's okay to And life is full of changes, right? There's some things that are inevitable that you won't be able to control, Virgo. So I feel like this is you, you know, learning how to relax, have faith, and know God's got it. You know what I mean? Or your spirit's got it. So you could go to bed at night because God never slumbers or sleeps. You know what I mean? So you get your rest. There's nothing. There are some things I used to always, you know, encourage people in my coaching business, you know, to make a list on a piece of paper, God's stuff and my stuff, and making sure that you don't get them mixed up, Virgo. So there are some things that only Spirit or God can do, and there's some things that are your responsibility. When you mix those things up, then life gets real tough because you're trying to do God stuff and you can't. So it's really important for you to understand what you can control and what you cannot. Okay. All right. So let's get your overall energy for this full moon in Capricorn. All right, you guys have here the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you have options. Some people may be a little confused, but the Seven of Cups sometimes is having you can have a lot of talents. You can have a lot of dreams, a lot of things you want to accomplish. And the Devil card is here. So really with this card, it's a card of Capricorn, but it also indicates you could be overdoing something. You could have a lot of things you want to accomplish. You could have a lot of hopes and dreams, Virgo. And a lot of things that you want to do, quite frankly, right? Somebody could also, I feel like, you know, dreams can turn into nightmares if you overdo it. Okay, let's take a look at your recent past. One thing is certain, Virgo, we know that things are going to change, don't we? Recent past for Virgo is the Queen of Cups. Okay. Very loving energy. Sometimes the Queen of Cups is referred to as the therapist, someone who's very caring, a good listener. You also have the Queen of Swords. So you have air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, then Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I feel like this is approaching life with a good balance of intellect and passion. For some of you, both of these could represent you, or these could represent two energies in your life. Both of them are feminine energies. One is knowing how to be very, very objective, how to cut things off, set boundaries, speak very clearly. The other one is more doing things with a sense of compassion and approaching, you know, situations that way. Let's take a look at your near future. Hi, Queen K. How are you? All right, near future for Virgo. I do feel, Virgo, like Spirit wants you to know that you're cared for. Things will be cared for. You are cared for always. A Tower moment. Yep, and you also have the Death card. Two major arcana, Virgo. So I feel like the message to you all is that life is going to happen. There are some things you cannot control. And so you could really have a fear of changing. Some people have a fear of death or fear of change. It's like, why can't things just stay consistent and stay the same? But I feel like this is you being able to rest in the arms of God, knowing that God's got you regardless. And some of you, you know, this could have something to do with your health. Alrighty, this is definitely my Virgo card, right? That has about your health and your well-being. I feel like some of you really do need to rest. Your body needs sleep. I feel like you're overdoing something because you have great big dreams, great big desires, but there is also this inevitability in life that things are going to change and things are going to happen. So in this full moon energy, you guys really need to surrender to the idea that things are going to change, things beyond your control, and that because life is that way, you know, there's just this need to be able to rest and to sleep, right? To really have faith in God, to have the ability to put things in God's hands. It just sort of feels that way, because these are big energies. These are big changes, big shifts. That is a major transformation. It's a card of Scorpio, but I feel like, it's sort of that saying, like when you have a plan, God laughs. There's nothing wrong with having a plan, but I think you also have to release attachment to the outcome. It's sort of like it's good to have a plan, but also understand that our apple carts can sometimes get turned over by life or things that we haven't seen. So I feel like you have to reserve a place in your mind for acts of God. Like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is my plan, but God, not my will, but your will be done. And sort of have that level of flexibility in reserve, really believing that the universe knows what's best. And if something difficult does come into my life, God is going to see me through it, right? He doesn't bring anything into my life that I won't be able to handle or to get through without the faith and grace to get through it, Virgo. So that's really what I'm seeing for you guys, okay? All right, guys. So blessings to you always, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. If that added value, please don't forget to hit the like or thumbs up button. Moving on to the sign of Libra. All right, Libra friends, I am very happy to be in this moment with you. We're getting live advice for this full moon in Capricorn tomorrow, June the 24th. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get you an angel answer card. Guidance for my Libra friends. So you guys here also don't stop. This has come up a couple times. I feel like because Mercury is direct now, there's just this foot on the gas pedal kind of energy where people are like, I'm ready to get some stuff done. So I do feel like, don't let the retrograde have stop you from pursuing something. It was a retrograde, right? And then I also have here, get more information. I feel like that's definitely that Libra air sign energy of doing your research, getting more information, asking questions, getting more information in a way that makes sense for you guys. So whether that's interviewing, the internet, Googling something, networking, however you get information, I feel like you're supposed to get more information and then keep going. Okay. All right. Let's see what you should surrender or surrender to, Libra, in this full moon in Capricorn energy. So you guys have here, surrender to the magic of who you are. It says we all have magic in us, Libra, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So this is really owning the fact that you can do it. You have magic. And surrender denial. This is definitely for you, Libra. It's like look at things head on, accept people and situations for who they and what they are, and then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. So we're taking off the blinders. We're not burying our heads in the sand, Libra. We're getting, you can work with what you know, right? So I feel like this is definitely about you looking at things head on. Understand that there is a magical quality in you that enables you to be able to deal with things and situations, and learn about what you're dealing with. Get all the facts, get all the information so you can know what you're dealing with and meet it head on. Okay. All right, overall energy for Libra. Okay, Libra. So there are two cards that sort of fell out. I want really clear guidance. One was the Tower and one was the Five of Swords, right? Which could indicate some kind of tough time that just happened. There could have been a dramatic ending to something. Um, Something where you felt defeated or like you didn't win something. Um, Hold on, but I want to get more clear guidance that may apply to some of you, not all of you. Clear guidance for Libra. You could be taking a time out right now, just sort of resting and recuperating. The Four of Swords sort of came out. What is Libra's overall energy? All right, you have here the Two of Swords. So yeah, there's some peace. I feel like there's a truce of some type. There could have been a conflict between you and someone. It could be friendly fire or competition, but I feel like there is definitely a truce, right? That you and someone else, um, you could be involved in a competition. It could have been an argument with someone you're close to. But I feel like maybe you guys are not speaking. There could be a temporary ceasefire between you and another party. Let's take a look at the recent past. All right, you guys have here the Eight of Pentacles. Now, it could have been work related for some of you. You could have been working with a Sagittarius. You could have been very diligent, paying attention to detail, very focused, Libra. That's a very harmonious, Sagittarius could be, hey, Dragon Tail, how are you? Thank you. Happy strawberry goat moon to you too, darling. So I just feel like, maybe you were real focused on a project, but it looks like there was maybe some kind of rift or conflict or um it could have resulted in you not talking or not saying anything, being very in your head. You guys could have also been very passive. Like something could have warranted communication, but you were just like, I'm not going to say anything. Let's take a look. You could have been trying to avoid, for some of you, avoiding conflict as well. Let's look at your outcome or near future. It does feel like work or something that was routine or repetitious. That you bring, some of you may be very artistic, or you bring the color to life, or you're the person who brings the magic to a rather routine situation. So the Three of Wands is your near future or outcome, and that is a very virtuous card. It's doing something you feel very proud of. Maybe you are doing in the near future, you will be doing an act, or you could be rescuing someone. You could be, um, I would caution you against codependency where you feel a need to be needed. Like you don't find your value unless someone needs you. That's the caution, Libra. We do have of the Ten of Wands here as well, which is oppression. Somebody could be locked up. I feel like you could be instrumental. It could be someone who's also very close to you with the Lover's card. This could literally be a sibling. It could be someone you're in a relationship with. Some of you could be dating someone or with someone who's incarcerated. But I feel like it feels from an emotional standpoint like codependency. Like there are some people who find their value in being involved with people who need them in some capacity, right? Like maybe a savior complex, or you get involved with people who just need you, and that's how you find your worth or your value. But I feel like Spirit is like, surrender to the magic of who you are. You're valuable even if no one needs your services. Just you being you is enough, Libra. So that's very beautiful. um I feel like you should also know whether a person is able to be saved. I do see someone also in a stressful job. You could be in a civic related job like a firefighter or something like that. And it could just be really stressful. You could also, but I do see the lovers, which could indicate that you have a big choice to make that could be a little bit stressful, or you're literally um, connecting with somebody who I feel like this relationship could be stressful. Like there's a lot to it, a lot of responsibility. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but it just could have a lot that comes with it. Okay. So just be mindful of that. And then I do see interference here, the 8 of Swords. So I do feel like this could just come with you could be a little scrambled or mixed up, Libra. Like, I don't know. I feel like look at the signs of it. um, Look at everything very clearly. Get all the information that you can. And I don't know that that means not to do it, but I think it is you have a better chance at success knowing what you're walking into, whatever that is, romantic or otherwise. Get information. Somebody could be trying to figure out what the protocol is to marry someone who's incarcerated. It could be a same sex marriage because of the nature of the deck I'm using. But look at everything, Libra, is the advice I feel like Spirit wants you to have. It's like, look at what you're getting into. Don't put the blinders on. Surrender denial during this, next 30 days from full moon to full moon. Keep your, we're going to be practical and wise about what you're walking into. Okay. It doesn't mean not do it, but I think you should be very aware. Okay. All right, Libra. Blessings to you guys. All right. Moving on to the sign of Scorpio. All right, Scorpio friends. So let's get you guys some answers for this full moon in Capricorn tomorrow, June 24th, 2021. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for being here. And for everyone who tuned in, thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at get you some answers, Scorpio. I am a Sag Scorpio cusper. Just a random Black history fact. All right, so you have there's something better, Scorpio. All right, there's something better coming to you in the near future. Oh, I like it. And you have abundance, right? Abundance takes many shapes and forms. It could be money, though, is what I'm thinking. Some type of physical manifestation of abundance, Scorpio. So I also feel like you guys should listen to your intuition as well. Okay. All right, Scorpio. We off to a good start, aren't we? All right, so you guys, if you don't know, a full moon is a wonderful time to embrace the emotions. You could be feeling emotional. A lot could be coming up, facing your fears. You guys don't really have trouble with looking at things that are difficult. You sort of welcome it. So let's see what you should surrender or surrender to, Scorpio, for this full moon in Capricorn tomorrow, June 24th. Advice for Scorpio, please. All right, guys, you have surrender frustration, Scorpio. It says now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Okay, so there's that abundance card you had earlier, right? So surrender procrastination, friends. Yeah, take action. I like that. I'm so glad this retrograde is over. That feels right to me, Scorpio, for sure. All right, so we're going to get your overall energy, sort of what has impacted you coming into this moment, and then your near future. All right. All right. Thank you, ancestors, angel spirits, guides. Overall energy for Scorpio for this full moon in Capricorn. What messages? Guys, that bee was so big. I swear it stared me in my eyes. Texas insects are insane. I'm just saying. They're humongous. It's real ridiculous. All right. Overall energy for Scorpio, please. All right, guys. You have here justice. I love that. That speaks to balance. It speaks to good karma. Scorpio, I really like it. It could be you could be working in the legal system. It could be, I like that card. And then you have the Knight of Cups here. You could have an air sign coming towards you. I feel like for some of you, it's a passion. Maybe the legal field or something related to it is your passion, and you're acting on it though. The Knight of Cups is a very proactive knight. It's proactive energy. Um, yes, Dragon Tail for sure. I feel like you can make something happen, Scorpio. You got the magic. Um, so I feel like you are acting on your passions. I definitely see you doing something that you love. You can make it happen. All right. Let's take a look at the recent past. All right. So there could have been conflict. This is the Five of Wands, right? It could have been competition, conflict. You know, that retrograde energy could have presented some barriers to you doing what you love. I don't feel like those barriers are there now. Alrighty. Oh, Dragon Tail, I understand, babe. So the Knight of Swords, that's when you have a plan and you move forward on your plan. So I see you doing that, Scorpio. And then the Three of Swords is here. And the Six of Swords as well. All of this is just, your outcome is very strategic. It's like you're acting on a plan, and if you are met with with some disappointment, with something that brings you down, I feel like you are supposed to navigate these waters carefully. Okay, so whatever it is that you're doing, something could be ending, but I feel like you're moving forward. There is a need for patience, Scorpio, with the Temperance card here. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but I feel like there's a great need for patience. Whatever journey or whatever it is that you guys are embarking on here in the near future, I do see you karma being on your side, which is great with this Justice card. I feel like follow your passion, but be smart. It's like use your brain, right? Moving forward, even if even if one thing you try doesn't work out, it doesn't mean don't do it. It means, I feel like it's just keep going and learn from that mistake. So the example that I'm thinking of is the lady who swam from Cuba to Florida, Diana Nyad. I think she was 65 when she did it. But each time she attempted to swim to Florida from Cuba, she learned something new about the process to be more successful. Okay, so there were several failed attempts at something before she became successful, but each attempt taught her something new to make the next try better. Does that make sense? So I feel like whatever it is that you guys are trying to do, I do think that it will ultimately produce abundance. Okay. Um, and it will be lucrative. So I do think there's something better for you, Scorpio. I do think that you should be tenacious. I think you should also be smart. I think you should have a plan. And when that plan doesn't work, then you learn from that and rebuild even better and then attempt it again. Learn from that if it doesn't work and rebuild and attempt it again. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio, for this full moon in Capricorn. So thank you guys for watching. Blessings to the button. All right. And subscribe to my channel. All right. Moving on to the sign of Sagittarius. So hello, my fellow Saggies. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm Myra. I'm also a Sagittarius. This is our full moon in Capricorn reading for June 24th. Let's see what guidance Spirit has for all of my Sagittarius out there. Guidance for Sagittarius, please. We're going to start with the Angel Answer deck, Sag. So forgiveness is here, as well as success. Very nice. All right, guys. So I do feel like there is a need to let something go. Offense. Maybe you need forgiveness, or you are offering someone forgiveness. But I feel like there's a lot of healing and success that comes from, that could be a blockage for some people, unforgiveness. So I feel like forgiveness is key to some level of success in your journey or in your life over the next few, 3 weeks to 30 days. And then improving health. So this could be a goal of yours to improve your health. You could be embarking on some kind of diet plan. That could be a goal. I certainly have that goal. Ugh. So with the retrograde, and I didn't even associate the retrograde with me not achieving my fitness goal. Like, I didn't even factor that into it being so difficult. Like, I really gained a lot of weight over the during the retrograde. I really did, but I never associated that with the retrograde for whatever reason. So I do feel like now that Mercury is moving forward, I do feel like there could be some good news with respect to your health, which is great, right? So if you have some fitness goals or health related things, I feel like those things will be improving, which is pretty cool. I do also believe and know that forgiveness improves your health. So if you're holding on to any resentment, anger, offense, it can also impact your physical health, Sagittarius. So you want to make sure you let go of anything that could be holding you back in a lot of different ways. All right, so let's see what you should surrender or surrender to, Sag, during this full moon. All right, surrender drama. And it says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, Sag, remain calm. Don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So don't add to the drama, Sagittarius. You could be very passionate, very blunt. But just, stay in a calm place. That forgiveness card, right? And surrender being stubborn about something, Sagittarius. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance, again, this can impact your health, right? Gently observe yourself, become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly to others. All right. And with yourself. So there's a stubbornness, Sag, and it feels like some of that is related to you, right? Maybe you being dramatic is being stubborn. You know what I mean? And then you have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. So I feel like you guys are evolving. You're changing, right? So let go of any limiting beliefs about yourself, Sagittarius, that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. So we're letting go of any old thoughts about the past, who we are, what we can achieve, and all that kind of stuff, Sag. So we're letting that go. All righty. All right. I'm trying to figure out which deck I want to use. All right. I'll go with the Cosmic Tarot deck, Sag. All right. I'm going to get your overall energy first, friends. All right. Overall energy for my Saggies for this full moon in Capricorn. Overall energy for Sagittarius, please. All right, guys, you have the Seven of Swords. That is certainly drama, and the Fool card. All right, so the song that's coming to me, and the Queen of Wands, that's your energy, Sagittarius. The song that's coming to me is an old song. It goes, everybody plays a fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. So I feel like you guys have definitely been foolish, done something foolish, acted out of, you acted on something. You know, Sagittarius are very impulsive. So I feel like you have been dramatic. I do. I feel like you guys have been dramatic or foolish about something, Sagittarius. Like you did something without thinking. It was maybe impulsive or what have you. Okay. But it could have created some kind of hardship, oppression, stress, right, in your life. Interesting. Let's take a look at the recent past. All right. So you have the Nine of Swords. It came out in reverse. Could have been dealing with an Aries as well. But I feel like now the Nine of Swords in reverse is good energy. It's when you're not really worried about the outcome. I feel like you weren't worried about the outcome of something. Like you really just did what you wanted to do. I feel like you definitely took charge of a situation, but it wasn't wise. Whatever you did, it wasn't a wise decision. Or you could have been dealing with someone who also didn't care. For some of you, this could have been an affair. You got involved with somebody who wasn't worried about the outcome or whatever. Let's take a look at your near future. Near future for Sag. Well, you certainly weren't scared, Sagittarius, that's for sure. Whatever this was, you were not afraid. You were like, okay, I'll do it. All right, so you have here the Justice card, right? Now, the thing about this is the card of Libra, but I feel like this is when the universe brings, you know, it's karma to a situation, right? So I feel like this Capricorn energy is a very pragmatic energy, right? It's like, okay, and you have the Queen of Swords here, which is someone who definitely is cutting somebody off. Um, so again, it looks like somebody could have been involved in a third party situation or an affair. Justice is going to be served. It's like everybody plays the fool sometimes. So I feel like the chickens are coming home to roost is what came into my head, Sag. So if there was something that you did that was not, and it could have been done to you. Sometimes this Queen of Wands card is, you know, the mistress card. But I feel like you did what you wanted to do, Sag, right? Right, wrong, and different. You're like, I'm doing it. The thing about it though is karma is real. And so I feel like this is somebody, this Queen of Swords energy is someone who, it's like somebody has to pay the piper. Um, and so it's a very practical and pragmatic energy. Now, this could be you doing this to someone in your life or you making decisions. But I feel like for whatever you did that was very free spirited and not thought out, now you have to be a lot more practical, more strict with yourself, and a little more pragmatic. Hi, JT. All right, Sagittarius. So I feel like it's just time for you to cut the shit, you know. And the Four of Pentacles, right? And that is being, you know, that Saturn energy that rules Capricorn is about discipline, which Saggies don't typically embrace, right? It's not like, oh, I love discipline. You know, we like to have fun. So I feel like now it's about discipline. It's about making wise decisions. It's about saving money, maybe, or, you know, being more, definitely more rigid. I do, you know, I feel like somebody, it's like whatever playtime you had, now it's karma is like somebody is, if it's not you, someone around you, someone is being impacted by those decisions. So even if it doesn't directly impact you, if someone, if you were dealing with somebody who was married, let's say their spouse could be like, have found out and been like, I'm getting a divorce or I'm not dealing with that bullshit. So that's what this Queen of Swords energy is, somebody who's cutting the shit. So it's time to be a little more grounded, Sag, more pragmatic, taking a look at things. It's time to look at things. It's time to create boundaries. Being direct and very practical, right? So that's the energy, Sagittarius, that I see. You could be confronted about something. But I feel like your guidance is to be calm, right? Is to own your shit. You know what I mean? Like, own your shit, forgive. If you are in need of forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, or if someone asks you for forgiveness, I feel like that's the thing that can lead you to this success, right? So you could have been a part of a situation that was dramatic, and you own your role in it, and you accept forgiveness or you offer it, and you move on. Mwah. All right, and I am a very direct Sagittarius, so you guys may be able to appreciate the directness, Sag, but because we know full moons bring up, secrets come out sometimes during a full moon as well, right? So, all right, Sag, blessings to you. Don't forget to hit the like button. All right, moving on to the sign of Capricorn. So, Capricorn friends, welcome to your full moon in Capricorn reading. Hey, Naomi. No, baby doll. Gemini is actually going to be last. I started with Cancer because we're in Cancer season, and I'm on Capricorn. So, you got a little bit, okay? All right, so let's get some answers for my Capricorn friends for this full moon in Capricorn. We'll get you an angel answer card, which is the situation will improve, Capricorn. So something will be improving within the next few weeks. Really good. And look at this. There's some kind of big opportunity, friends. That looks